For a long time, I thought I needed to find my thing, my passion, my one clear purpose. And I used to feel like a failure because I couldn't find myself in one word. So I would look at others and think, okay, oh, they're able to call themselves a journalist, a football player, an engineer, and I cannot have that. And I really thought that I'm doing something wrong. Until recently, when I started reading this book called Range, Why Generalists Thrive in a Specialized World. And it made me see that this pressure to specialize early doesn't really fit real life. The book starts by talking about the difference between Tiger Woods and Roger Federer and how they became the top athletes that they are. Tiger Woods was trained as a golfer since he could stand. And Roger Federer had the possibility to try out several sports before choosing tennis. One path was of pure specialization, the other one was of exploration, and both of them reached the top. The book explains the main difference between a kind world or a kind environment, a kind activity, and a wicked one. So the book says that kind activities are the ones that are predictable, repeatable. You can see a pattern, you can get quick feedback. So a game like chess, like golf, like billiards, where like you hit the ball and then something happens. So then next time, if you want to hit it, if you hit it harder, it goes further. So it's quick. The more you do it, the more you repeat it, the quicker you learn. But a wicked environment is actually an environment that's unpredictable, where the rules are not so clear. They're messy, and sometimes they don't even make sense. And the author calls this this messy, unpredictable world that we live in Martian tennis. It's like going on Mars and seeing some people on a court with tennis rackets, but you don't know what the rules are, and you don't even understand like what's going on, and the rules can play in the middle of the game, right? So it's something totally different. And for me, this actually discomforted me, because it helped me understand that it's okay if I don't find a thing for myself, if I don't find my way, if I don't find a label to put on myself. I think this is what we're eventually looking for, a way to fit into a box. And we see others that maybe somehow manage to fit into a box, or we put them in a box, and it feels comfortable because it feels predictable, it feels safe. We know how to label them, so we know what to expect from them. But the world doesn't really work that way, and it's okay when it doesn't. It's okay if things change, it's okay when we change. And talking again about the difference between Tiger Woods and Roger Federer, the ones that follow the Roger path, the one of late specialization, have what is called the sampling period. So they have the possibility to play around, to experience. And this is what Roger had. He said that he was playing with anything, any sport that involves the ball and the net. And you can see that many top athletes, Olympians, many top musicians, and many people who are great at problem solving have had a diverse period of just sampling, of testing things out, of being curious about everything and anything. And this makes me think of of the opposite. So when you don't have that period of sampling, when something is actually enforced on you, you may end up resenting and not wanting to actually go deeper into a subject. So I have in mind the example of my cousin who, for what she thought was best, she pushed her daughter to study violin. But after a few years of kind of forcing her to take violin lessons, her daughter ended up not really enjoying violin and quitting just because it was something she didn't choose. And there are other examples of people who have had the possibility to explore a variety of instruments, and then eventually they chose one for themselves, and they became so passionate, they became obsessed with it in a good way, that they felt like they wanted to practice more. And this is why there's this myth of 10,000 hours, that you have to practice something for 10,000 hours to be exceptional at it. Well, that reaches a certain level, right? There's only so much you can do when you're not deeply passionate about it. Whereas if you have this sampling period and you get to choose the instrument you play, the sport you play, or what you choose to do, then you become so passionate, so obsessed with it, that you want to do it. You don't feel like it's work. You actually feel like it's something that you truly enjoy. So, for example, in the case of my cousin, a different way would have been for her to test out different instruments, and then eventually see the one that she feels the closest to. And this is something that I will probably do with my daughter. And where it comes to me, I like to give myself permission to keep exploring, to keep being curious, and to understand that our strength is not in narrow focus, it's in actually connecting different experiences, connecting across. So bringing my experience in permaculture to parenting, bringing my experience from the military to the way I work with people, bringing my experience from luxury active travel to the way I write. So connecting all these different experiences together actually help us be better equipped at dealing with life. And I also understand that the world is not kind, in the sense that it's not predictable. It's not like a game of chess or like a game of golf, that you do this and this happens. Life is an environment when things can change, the rules can change. Sometimes it's unpredictable. It's pretty much like Martian tennis, right? You don't really know what to expect as much as we want to know what to expect, and what can be predictable and what not. But I give myself the permission to live in this world in this way, and also give myself the permission to keep exploring without necessarily having a specialized way of introducing myself. Maybe I'm not a coach, I'm not a guide, I'm not an engineer, I'm not a journalist, but it's just who I am, you know. I'm a mix of many things, and I'll keep exploring, keep being curious, and keep living the way I've lived, without blaming myself, without judging myself, without thinking that I'm a failure because I cannot define myself in one word. So I hope this brings some inspiration to you, maybe in terms of your own life, or maybe in how you make decisions for your kids, and understand that it's okay to have a sampling period, to test, to be curious, and then maybe eventually you will find something that really drives you, or maybe you won't. That's also okay. Thank you for watching.